What is up, everyone? Ducci here. Welcome to another YouTube video. So before we get into the main topic of today's video, we actually have a few announcements. So first announcement is we're actually teaming up with Team Rankstar to bring more content to you guys. So essentially I'll be releasing articles, deck techs, and gameplay footage onto their website and also on my channel. So if you guys are interested in seeing more content from me or from other members of Team Rankstar, make sure you check the link down in the description below. And especially go check out the other content creators. They have stuff like Hearthstone, Artifact, Shadowverse, and the other card games. And they also do deck techs and gameplay and meta game breakdowns. So if you're interested in that or learning about other card games, make sure you check out that link. Besides that, let's go ahead and get back into the video. So today we're playing Mardu Aristocrats. So the main premise of the deck is to actually synergize with Judith. So here is our beautiful Judith. So Judith the Scourge Diva reads, other creatures you control get +1/+0, and the main text of her reads, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Judith the Scourge Diva deals 1 damage to any target. And the key word in Judith is actually 1 damage to any target. So you can ping planeswalkers, player, creature, what have you. So Judith is very powerful and it synergizes extremely well with our deck. So starting from the very beginning of our deck, we have the typical 1-drops you'll see in most mono white lists. So Dauntless Bodyguard to protect our guys, and then of course Hunted Witnesses. Hunted Witness, of course, is a really sticky card that's very powerful and it's really hard to get actually off the board. And then when we move to our 2-drops, you're going to see some different cards. So like especially Hero of Precinct One. This is our new card from Allegiance, and it reads, whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 1/1 white human creature token. So keyword here is we're creating a 1/1 token whenever we're casting any multicolored spell. So the main deck is all multicolored spells. So most of the time we're going to be creating a lot of tokens, and we're going to be throwing our tokens in front for chump blocking, just throwing our tokens in to just die, and that will synergize extremely well with Judith. Of course, below here we have Tithe Taker. Doesn't really need any explanation since it's been played a lot. It's a very powerful card with afterlife, so that's that. Below is Boros Challenger. Again, not much to say about Boros Challenger. Has been an all-star in limited and sometimes in constructed. But below Boros Challenger is a spicy one. We have Final Payment, instant spell Final Payment. So Final Payment reads, as an additional cost to cast a spell, pay 5 life or sacrifice a creature or enchantment, and then destroy target creature. So again, Final Payment synergizes extremely well with Judith. We will be able to pitch a token that we generate from Hero, and then we'll ping 1 damage to any target because of Judith, and then we'll also be able to destroy a target creature. So a lot of synergies, a lot of things are piggybacking off of each other. That also gives it the aristocrat feel, so very powerful. Of course, for playing white, you almost automatically have to play the Lord in the color. So Benalish Marshal in this instant is the Lord. And he really, of course, doesn't need any more explanation. Very powerful card that pumps all of our little duders, and is, of course, to go face. Then we talked about Judith. Below Judith is Tajic. Tajic doesn't need any explanation. He is a haster, mentor, gives you guys protection, and he also gives himself first strike. A very powerful card, especially the mentor will give our little dudes, little goons, more power. And then we move to the 4-drops, so this should actually be there. For our 4-drops, we have Heroic Reinforcement, which kind of acts like our finisher. We'll give all of our creatures on the board +1/+1, and it will also make 2 tokens that will have the +1/+1 modifier on them. Very powerful card, and really good at finishing games. And then after that, we have Carnival, Carnage. So Carnival has been pretty good. It'll deal 1 damage to a creature or a planeswalker, and it'll deal 1 damage to the controller of those, either or. So it can kind of finish off little things here and there. And then the main point of the card is Carnage. Carnage has been absolutely insane. Not only are you dealing 3 damage to your opponent, you're also making them discard 2 cards. So in the late game, especially against things that need the resources, it's a very, very good tool. to kind of make sure you're hindering your opponent on their game plan while you're also doing a lot of damage. The mana is pretty simple. It's your basic Mardu mana. Only difference is we're running 4 Unclaimed Territory, because I don't know if you've noticed, all of our creature cards are actually humans. So just smack this on the battlefield, name human, and you're good to go. Good mana fixing, great to cast anything, especially since we have triple white cards. So really good for our deck for mana fixing. Our sideboard here, Honor Guard is sick. Let me tell you about this card, guys. Honor Guard is especially good right now because Colossus is running rampant. Explorer creatures are running rampant. So this will stop your opponent from exploring and manipulating their deck. And it will also stop them from making a giant spaghetti. Well, it won't stop them from making a spaghetti monster, but it will stop them from gaining the life and drawing the cards. So pretty good. Freebooter against control. Doesn't really need explanation. This card has been sick in modern, sick in standard. So it's a really good card that actually pretty surprised I've played a lot, especially since Mono Red isn't really everywhere. Shock has been played a lot, so I feel like this card should actually increase in popularity. Below that, Unbreakable Formation. A really good card, especially against the control mirror. Protects them from board wipes. Gives them +1/+1 if you're feeling aggressive. So, good card. Mortified. Good against your Wilderness Reclamation decks. The decks that use a lot of enchantments. Or just to kill target creatures. Whatnot. Chance for Glory. Chance for Glory has been an interesting include. So, I actually got the deck list from online from a Twitter username. I believe his name was Lewis Spencer. I'll go ahead and put his Twitter in the description below as well. I haven't quite understood when to put this in. Your creatures do give indestructible and you get another extra turn. But it's like one of those things where if you don't kill them off immediately, you lose the game. So I have a feeling that this card sometimes will just end up being stuck in the hand. I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and relook at the sideboard guide, but interesting card include. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below about this card. But yeah, below that it's Johnny. Johnny's really good against the mid-range, the more resource-heavy matchups. So this is the main deck right here, guys. A pretty cool, unusual rogue deck that has been kind of popping out a little bit. I believe it did play in the Pro Tour. I'm not sure. I'll double check on that, but this is our deck, and let's go ahead and get in our first game. Alright, so we found another game with Mardu Aristocrats. Hopefully we're on the play. Oh my goodness. I think I played this game 5 times and have been on the draw, which is terrible, and this hand is gorgeous. Looks like we're playing Boros Weenies, but we definitely are not. We 100% keep this since we do have a pretty good curve, so let's lead off with our Dauntless Bodyguard. Pass the turn. Random 1, 2, 3. They're playing mono blue. So I think since they're playing mono blue, we're gonna lead off with Tithe Taker. Kind of force out action right now. There's the opt. Benalish Marshal is pretty powerful draw. Make our little knuckleheads pretty big. See what our opponent does now. This is the turning point. Okay, is it most likely playing Izzet? Drakes. Or opt. We really want to see a black mana source next turn. So we'll have all our colors in play. Shielding Fire. Okay. I don't know why I didn't Shielding Fire for Tithe Taker. Well, we drew another Tithe Taker. Playing Benalish Marshal. Let's get aggressive. Put him on the clock. You have a lava coil. Let's see. Speaking ball. Okay. So let's go ahead and drop Hero. Synergizes extremely well with our multicolored cards we have in our hand. So missing a land drop, which is unfortunate. Okay, try to course. Okay. So Crash through kind of tells me they're playing the Arclight Phoenix edition. Okay, no. Commander. Okay, so here is Godless Shrine. Let's go ahead and play out our 2 of our knuckleheads. And swing in, let's see if we get a trade. No trade. I think they want to flip their guy. Yeah, they can too for 1 mana. Enigma Drake. Okie dokie. So we are a little scared now. Another Boros Challenger. This won't really do much. Let's see what we can do. We can do heroic reinforcements. We'll have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. We'll block 2 3s. So that's 3, 5, 7. It's not enough yet. Play a Boros Challenger past turn. See what our opponent does. So most likely beacon bolting a Boros Challenger. It's a very healthy. Oh, okay, another Enigma Drake. So we need to kill our opponent like this turn, and we cannot. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, did we actually get him? We'll give a mentor. They block 2. That's 3, 6, 9, 12 still. Block, block. Okay, so mentor seems to be a pretty good mechanic here. Alright, so things we want to bring in are things like Freebooter and probably Unbreakable Formation. Let's see, so we want to take out probably Carnival. Challengers don't seem too good. Unbreakable Formation is pretty good against her kill spells. We could also just, instead of the Unbreakable Formations, bring in a Johnny. But I think something like this isn't too bad. We'll be mostly peeling most of their kill spells with Freebooter. So I think something like that is okay. So this hand is... we gotta check lands. I think we still have to keep it, since we do have a good sideboard card. We're on the draw too, so maybe we'll draw a shock land, or at least a plains. Okay, no plains, unfortunately. That's pretty bad. We're drawing all our check lands, and I think we're only playing 6 of them. So the likelihood of us drawing our check lands is really low, but we found a way to do it. That's a really aggressive lava coil. Very aggressive. Okay, no land again. Or no, I have to help our check land. 1, 2, 3 crackling drakes. Yikes. Let's take the spell pierce. That is a lot of drakes coming my way. Do they have a land? No land. Okay, goody. Goody, goody, goody. Let's see what we can do here. I think we play out Hero of Precinct One. think we could freebooter the hero. So over the freebooter, since Spell Pierce isn't too much of a threat late game. Okay, we'll do a shot. Pass turn. Hopefully we can draw lands next turn. Okay, so they still can't cast Crackling Drake, which is really good for us. And I don't... It's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they still can't activate Terramander either. Another freebooter. Let's play Benalish Marshal. Make your guys a little bigger, make your clock faster. Let's bring down the beats. They draw a red mana. No, they drew Lava Coil. Beacon Bolt. Okay. Okay, another Tithe Taker. Really want to start seeing lands. I think we give him the trade. Murmuring Mystic. Okay. We drew a Blood Crypt. How do we do this? We played Scourge Diva. And then what though? Remembering Mystic's gonna start taking over the game for sure. So I think we need to start pressing. Oh no, wrong one. Scourge Diva. Pressing a little bit more. They draw a Beacon Bolt. Beacon Bolt this. Okay, then they're Crackling Drake. That's a big Crackling Drake. Another freebooter. Let's go ahead and play him. Okay, another land. Really can't swing into this. Yeah, no. I think they're gonna play another Crackling Drake though. Let's see what they do. Another Crackling Drake. They're coming back slowly but surely. Chart of Force, okay. Just some big old drakes. Another land. So I kind of want to go ahead and check their hand one last time before we commit to Heroic Reinforcement. They drew a million cards. Okay, let's take the Shevan Fire. Doesn't matter which one we take. And then we pass turn. So most likely they're gonna shock this, get back Shevan Fire, shock this, get back Spell Pierce, but or shock this, get Shevan Fire, shock or Shevan Fire that. What I'm seeing, yeah, there you go. Shevan Fire. Ping a bird. Shevan Fire Judith. Fortunately, killing Judith is going to make our dudes a lot smaller. He also has Beacon Bolt. Okay. So they have a number of answers to our board right now. Shevan Fire. Boom. Killed the last Okay, last, yeah, let's go one of the birds. And then have Beacon Bolt to take down something else. So I think this is looking like a GG. We weren't able to be aggressive enough. It was like we were too reactive. Yeah, Beacon Bolt down this, Apex Bolt here. They don't, yeah, our opponent realized they don't need the other Crackling Drake here. No blocks. We don't block here. We don't block. Okay. No land, and that's game over. Okay. Let's see. So, on the play... Do we want a chance for glory instead? No, I think Unbreakable Formation is still pretty good. Protecting our guys is very powerful, especially the freebooters, so... I think this is good. Okay, this hand's pretty good. A little slow if we don't draw a land. But we do have freebooter and we do have double hero, so it has the potential to be really explosive. Our opponents have been taking so long to decide if they want to keep their hands today. I should run a clock on the side of the video. Okay, here we go. Good heavens! Took them forever. Okay, another freebooter. We need a land though. Let me see this hand, see what take him so long to decide. Why don't you look at this? Take Shaven Fire first, then take Beacon Bolt. Okay, sweet. So I think I like freebootering the Beacon Bolt. Yeah. To protect our other freebooter. Next time we can play Tajic and get really aggressive. We can play double hero depending on what we draw. Okay, yeah, we're playing double hero. We're gonna go super wide now. We're going super wide. Next turn they're gonna have a Crackling Drake out, which is fine. Let's see, do they have a shock? They're gonna shock Shaven Fire? That'd be so disappointing. Oh. How is someone so lucky? Okay. So they got their answers back. I think we want to play Tajic first. Tajic will meet its end probably with Beacon Bolt, unfortunately, though. Which is fine, since we kind of want Hero. Hero will win us the game, I think, over Tajic. Oh my god! Our opponent found all the answers. That's disgusting. We can play our hand. I think we have to play our hand here. We pray we get something good next turn. Okay, there's a crack on Drake. This guy's big, he's scary. This isn't too bad actually. So we do 4, 7, 10. Let's check with everyone. Is this lethal? 7, 10, 13, 16. He blocks. I think I did. We should not have won that game. Holy cow. I think that was like the only top deck for us to win that game. But guys, again, this is Mardu Aristocrats. You saw the power, especially with heroic reinforcements and Judith on the board, making everyone super thick with double C's, super swole with heroic reinforcements. So, again, guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, I am teaming up with Team Rankstar. So, if you liked this content, make sure you subscribe to me. And if you like me even more, please, 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 please go check them out. They have amazing stuff on their website. And make sure to check out all their content creators in Eternal and Elder Scrolls Legends, Hearthstone, and all the amazing card games they cater to. So, again, see you guys next time.